Brood 10,000 by Teal Livingston.
That doesn't look good, Jake blurted. No disrespect.
What the fuck? Exclaimed Mildred, jumping back from her canvas and smashing hand to neck. She squeezed her fingers tight, extricating an enormous insect with gnashing teeth now ripping into her thumb. The others experienced a similar ambush, swatting away attacking bugs with flailing hands, brushes, and paint boards. "Get me inside!" demanded Gideon of his girlfriend, who screamed. The curmudgeon raised his canvas overhead and again yelled, "Push! Damn you, push!" As Elizabeth wildly defended herself against a buzzing swarm tangled all up into her beautifully thick hair. Jake and Sam, using canvases as attack shields, smashed and swung at the ferocious insects while they sidestepped towards the interior. Mildred, having fallen to her knees, crawled quickly towards the safety of the studio with the help of Marjorie, who limped awkwardly backwards as she pulled on the plump woman's wrist. The ambulance, front entrance, and half the glass atrium were now covered completely in cicadas. Dim emergency lights cast an eerie glow. Screams echoed in the distance. "We need to get these closed!" yelled Jake, struggling to shut an 8-foot glass door panel while simultaneously swatting away hundreds of bugs gathering upon his face and chest. Sam stepped in next to his friend, desperately pulled on the door with both hands, clenching his teeth to the pain of insects burrowing deep into his salt and pepper beard. Elizabeth, no longer concerned with her hair, wheeled a cowed Gideon into the far corner of the room. She slumped on wobbled knees, resting her full bosom upon the man's quivering legs. As he carefully extracted burrowed insects out from Elizabeth's scalp and dutifully crushed them upon the blank canvas with his palm to create a hellishly unimaginable smeared palette of colors and textures. Jake and Sam secured the folded glass doors in front of them, but couldn't get the last 2 panels to seal, leaving a small gap at the top and bottom of each door. The group continued to swat at and kill what remained of the nightmare that had followed them inside. Mildred swung with 2 thick paintbrushes. Jake smashed down with his canvas. And Sam swirled his painter's frock to eventually stomp out the bugs felled to the ground. From outside the well-lit studio, the sun, rising just above the garden, illuminated a dioramic scene of mayhem, while the garden's outside, blanketed with bugs, heaved as if alive. "They're starting to swarm!" yelled Gideon from his chair as the outside brood swelled. An ear-piercing hum reverberated into the room. 100,000 bloodthirsty cicadas descended upon the studio. "Fill those holes!" yelled Sam as he continued to swat down errant bugs in flight. Mildred, finally gaining her legs, stood defiant. She picked up a frock from the closet and joined in the fight as a rush of bugs flowed in from the 2 openings. Jake and Marjorie joined forces, frantically shoving anything, smocks, paper towel rolls, rags, broken pieces of canvas, into the floor gap, while Mr. Elliot, his neck and face swollen, his beard and hair soaked in bloody matted clumps, used his cardigan and smock to stop up the top. Everyone was injured, Mildred bleeding profusely from her neck, Gideon's chewed-up middle finger resembling that of 80% raw ground beef, Elizabeth, scissors in hand, cutting clumps of matted hair from her bleeding scalp, and Jake, continuing to pull bugs from his neck and chest, the many stains spotting his white track jacket in an ever-expanding pattern of red polka dots now matching the color of his pants.